Hey Pisces star seeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Thank you for tuning in. How's everyone doing? You know what? Something that I didn't talk about at all this month is the Mercury retrograde. We're in it and I haven't mentioned it once. So, internet's all over the place with it, but nothing to be feared. View it as a way to redo things. So you have a lot of time to revisit, re-edit, get things done correctly. It's not anything to be scared about. It's really just giving yourself that extra time to slow down and to just keep going over something until it's right. So, okay, Pisces, let's see. Wow, okay. Ace of Swords, Truth. So nothing to be afraid of. Just give yourself more time and know that you're just going to go over things over and over until it's right. So we all could use a little bit more time, patience. All right, so let's see. 119, January 19th. Okay, so we have Page of Wands and the Six of Swords. So eagerly being guided. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Through any confusion, through different options. Again, what I just mentioned about Mercury retrograde is, you have to try things. There has to be edits, iterations, okay, what about that? Okay, that's not okay. And just keep going until you find the right thing. It's not about getting something right on the first try. It's the seventh try, okay? So you just give yourself that extra time. And that way you're not frustrated about it. You expect it. All right, well, let's just keep going. Okay, so Page of Wands, Six of Swords, Seven of Cups. We also have the Two of Swords. So this talks about a conflict, a choice between your head and your heart. What's practical and what do you feel? We also have Justice here. So again, it talks about how things balance out. Karma. You can talk about it as the yin and the yang. Dynamic masculine energy versus receptive feminine energy. Okay, aggression versus passivity. So that is something that needs to be balanced. 322, if you have been operating in a very dynamic, passionate way, fire, it's hot. You might need to pull it back a bit and kind of go with the flow, which is here, this water element. You know where you've been operating. I feel for a lot of Pisces, with a lot of Pisces energy in their chart, is to, I feel like it's like a time to go. It's go time. I mean, the Page of Wands, that's, you're running towards something excitedly. It's like when you watch little kids, they don't walk anywhere. They run from place to place. It has that kind of energy. Things might seem a bit choppy, rough waters a little bit. You might make some choices that don't work out, maybe cost you a little bit of money, but it's all good because you're learning from it. You're learning what 444, what your strong points are, what your weaknesses are. Maybe you don't want to be that person that tells people what to do, but then you find out, hey, I'm really good at it. And people listen to me when I say things. So it's walking into our true nature. And our true nature as far as those things that we kind of push aside because you don't want to be that. All right, so I'm a cusper. I'm Pisces and Aries, right? So I've got that flow, but then I've also got that drive, that push within me. And sometimes I'll push either side away, but I'm like, wait a minute, both of those are part of me. Just like you, Pisces, within your own chart, your own astrological life, your own roadmap, you have different parts of you. It's accepting all of them, using all of them at the right time, 555, maybe softening some of the edges, but we are who we are. When we want to be something that we're not, that's when suffering happens. But acceptance, okay, this is just how I am, it helps you be free. Page of Wands is very much about being free. All right, we have the Hanged Man, a change of perspective. Ace of Cups. There's this new introduction coming in, a new infusion of emotional energy in a positive way. Let's actually read what this fable is. I don't think I ever have. See, this cup is being filled. Let's see what this story is about. This is the Tarot of the Divine by Yoshi Yoshitani. I love this deck. Okay, Ace of Cups. Matsuo Sake. The Ace of Cups marks a new beginning, a reason to drink and be merry, and to open up to subconscious feelings. Sake is a drink of the gods, bringing people closer to the spirit world. Spirits. There's a reason why it's called a spirit. It brings you closer to the spirit world. But which spirits are you letting in? So be careful, Pisces. Okay. Happiness, love, intimacy, new emotions, and compassion. Reversed, relationship problems. Depression, sadness, a creative block, and repression. Remember, we talked about that, where we repress ourselves. And then we feel bad. And then we're anxious. Then we're angry. But if you just kind of, okay, let me just, sometimes I'm like this. It takes that pressure off. All right, maybe, okay, hold on. Let me just say this too. Maybe you are dealing with someone that is facing an addiction. We all know the most famous one starts with an AA kind of vibe. However, perhaps it is time, Pisces, to take a different view. I don't know how to follow that because it is a very sticky subject. But don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so rigid. I'm thinking of a saying that I heard in college. 1 or 2 at most. 3, I'm under the table. 4, I'm under the host. I know it's kind of naughty, but maybe it's something like that. If it's a 1, 2, something light, something refreshing with lots of water. Okay? Versus 4+ hard alcohol. I don't know. And again, if you are dealing with this in your life, do not listen to me. You have professionals and a program that you're in. However, nobody's perfect. And life is really edgy right now. So if you're celebrating your life, celebrating an accomplishment in a moderate way where no one gets hurt, okay, maybe that's better than being so rigid, okay? Or, maybe you don't, okay, because, 7 of Cups, that's not a good situation. Maybe you don't. But if you, teach your loved ones, hey, I'm not going to jump down your throat. If you have it, just be moderate around me. I don't know, something like that in conversation. Wow, okay, so we have the Hermit and the Star. So Virgo, opposite energy of Pisces, the Star, healing. Because it can be one of those things that people will, if we're too rigid, people will hide things from us. Like, hey, I don't mind if you do. I just prefer if you wouldn't drink hard liquor, like a light beer. What is that? A White Claw, kind of wine cooler-y something. I mean, those will give you a headache like nobody's business because all the sugar. But or just, just a little sip of wine. I don't know. There's something about it. So going within yourself to heal those parts of you that can be rigid. That yeah, because that makes, it's hard when people feel that, because then they start to feel bad and then they hide things. So be uplifting and just say, hey, if you want to go ham, I just can't be there. It's hard for me. But if it's just a little something, okay. All right, so what's here? We have the King of Wands. All right, that fire sign energy. Ready to jump in and burn things up. Knight of Wands, again, jumping in, burning things up. 10 of Cups. And the Strength card. So I feel like, Pisces, with all these cups and me talking about drinking, there is a situation in your family. With the King of Wands, it could be a fire sign. Someone who's really passionate, and they kind of go in and out of having too much. But they're really trying to curb that. So do your best, to be gentle about it. There's something about having options. I remember, when I first was really ill, I couldn't drink, but I still wanted to go out with my friends. So the bartenders would make me these really beautiful drinks that were alcohol free, but I could still be out. Because it's hard, you miss out on social things. But you want to be there, but you don't want to be that, oh, why aren't you drinking? I mean, that question gets hard, boring after a while. But if you have something that looks like a cocktail, even if it's not, people stop asking, and then that whole tenseness goes away. So, we've got Thanksgiving coming up. Have a nice, non-alcoholic version of something. There's a lot of really great recipes out there for them, and they're fun too. Anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, that's it. 6 of Cups. You know, make it feel friendly, right? Make it feel friendly, less judgy, and you know, just even like think about it. If you don't drink, you eat less, you get thinner, you feel better, you're not hungover the next day. There's a lot of good things that go with that. Sorry. So yeah, try it. You know. All right, Pisces, I love you. Anyone who's struggling out there, you'll do it. You're ready. All right, we got the Strength card here. Look what's at the bottom. Little mushrooms. I don't know where you live, but that's a nice alternative. Because it'll give you just a little bit of a lift, but you know, microdose, you're not feeling bad the next day. If anything, it helps work out emotional things. So, okay. I'm not a doctor, this is not, but everyone's an adult and free will. All right. Okay, Pisces, I love you. We'll see you soon.